So I want to talk about this Joe Biden thing with his son Hunter Biden and Burisma, the Ukrainian gas company. Um, you know, if they're trying to get Trump for the phone call, you have to read into the phone call to get what they're trying to say he did out of it. You got to say he basically implied what he meant to say was you're not getting the aid until you open an investigation on Joe Biden, because it doesn't say that in the transcript at all. I mean, you have to literally say that he implied that. It was implied. So you got to read between the lines to even get there. Not to mention they got the aid eventually. And Trump never got the investigation that he was looking to get for the aid, apparently, is what they claimed he did. But Joe Biden had the prosecutor fired. And even if it was 100% because he was a corrupt prosecutor and he needed to go, and America was not going to allow that guy to sit there, and that was our policy. Even if that's all true, it still has the appearance of a conflict of interest. There is still, at least an appearance. He may not have had no wrong intent, but it does have an appearance of having a problem. I mean, there's corrupt people all over this planet. There's a lot of corrupt people in Ukraine. The one guy they wanted to get rid of was the guy that was going after the company Hunter Biden sat on. And that guy that testified last week, the Kent guy, he said that they warned the administration that this had at least an appearance of a conflict of interest. So knowing that ahead of time, why wouldn't they just got somebody else from the State Department to translate that message? Hey, you're not getting this money until you get rid of this guy. Why does it got to be Joe Biden? And why does it got to be 6 hours? I mean, if you're going to try to avoid the conflict of interest, isn't there a lot of other ways we could have done it than having Joe Biden do it himself? I mean, so you can't look at that. And Joe Biden bragged about it on tape. So knowing there's a conflict of interest, he goes on and brags about it as basically he's a tough guy when it comes to foreign policy because he forced this guy out. Like I said, hundreds of people in Ukraine was corrupt. He wanted this guy gone. So I don't think you can look at this thing and say that at least it's not an appearance. He may have had good intentions, getting rid of a bad guy, but you can't say that nothing was done wrong here. I mean, at the very least, have your Secretary of State relay that message instead of Joe Biden. But that's not what they did. So, I don't know. Just my thoughts, my opinion.